Stop avoiding the flipping hard work. Oh, you listen to me when I'm here and I say it. Stop avoiding the flipping hard work, bro. Stop avoiding the flipping hard work, bro. These last couple of days, I'd be screaming this stuff from the rooftops if I wasn't in a residential area at 6 something in the morning, bro. These last couple of days, I've worked harder than I've worked in a long time. Wondering what this is, bro? Every single day, we're gonna pick a card. And that card is a reminder to you to play your hand no matter what it is, bro. Every card, every deck, every hand has an angle. Play it. Stop thinking about what you don't have and finally see the resource, the gold mine within, bro. We're all nuanced individuals, nuanced beings with unique skill sets to give. So that's that. Hard work. I've worked harder than I've worked in ages the last couple of days. I've got less sleep than I've got in ages the last couple of days. I haven't eaten in 5 days, bro. 5 days no food. 5 days just me, electrolytes, water, and God. And I've been jogging like I haven't jogged in a minute. Bruh, this morning it was a 5:30 rising and it was the vision, it was the possibility, it was seeing what I'm running towards that got me up. Don't get it twisted, I was feeling rough. It took me a second to get down here and hit the push-ups, but then I washed my face and I was like, let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Let's flipping get it. Time waits for no one. Time waits for no one. And avoiding the hard work is avoiding the you that you could become. It's avoiding the highest level of yourself. Is making it truly impossible, or rather obsessing about the smart work, obsessing about the quickest route. It's like, bro, and I've said this a couple of times, but you need to know, or rather you need to work harder than you've ever worked in your entire life before thinking about how to optimize. Right now, the way I'm living, being on 3, 4, 5 hours sleep is not optimal, and we're gonna get to that. But I recognize the fact that this is inception. This is the beginning. This is the laying of foundations. And I can't worry about that stuff, man. I can't worry about, my sleep schedule and, recovery and all this. I'll be alright, man. I'll be alright, man. Because the journey requires speed. Yeah, money loves speed, but this is about the becoming of self, bro. This isn't about no financial gain. This is about what is on the other end of complete commitment. What is on the other end of complete focus, complete discipline, bruh? It's truly a blessing. It's truly a blessing to be finally at the point of realization. And I say finally at the point of realization. Realization is an evolving thing, just as the Bible continually reveals itself, just as it is the living word, you know. The realization, the recognition of the fact that I must grip this moment so tightly and flipping make it mine that I may never have this time, this cognitive ability, this flexibility and fluidity to do this, you know. I'm done wasting time. I'm done trying to think about the quickest route. Work harder than you've ever worked in your entire life before thinking about how do I optimize, bro. And like, to be honest, it's the smarter angle, because in the coming years, you're going to have such a meticulously formed foundation that you're going to tell. It's going to, like, that's the stuff that distinguishes and differentiates between the people that have a fad and the people that build a legacy. How rigorous was the formation of your foundation? Did you just figure out what you needed to know? Or did you obsess over the subject matter to the point that there was nothing you didn't know? And no. This isn't an over-analyzing. This isn't the paralysis by analysis, I'm researching thing. This is every question that arises, every opportunity to learn, every opportunity to acquire knowledge, you seize it. You seize it knowing that it makes you stronger, it makes you wiser, it makes you better. It's going to further prepare you for every sales call. It's going to further make you an attractive prospect for whatever you're doing. Whether it's coaching, client services, flipping lawn mowing, bro. Know the details, know the little bits, understand the nuance of what you're doing. Work harder than you've ever worked in your entire life. Right now I'm building something, I'm building an agency. Time will reveal more on that. But I'm building it and it's not been easy, bro. You know, and we go into things thinking it's not going to be easy, but this hasn't been easy. As I've just been saying, I've been working harder than I've ever worked before, but in just a couple of days, I barely recognize the person of old. Do you get it? Or rather, the distance between the two is already so great. It's been a couple of days. What's going to happen after weeks, months, years of this, bro? Oh my gosh. And the most beautiful part of it is my respect for myself is higher than it's been in ages. And that's what self-esteem is. Your internal reputation with yourself, right? My respect for myself is higher than it's been in ages. And I've realized that some people can just like fake it, do the facade, and like seemingly be okay with it. And I've realized, not even realized, because that's never been a pursuit of mine, but rather, if it doesn't matter, I do not care how people perceiving me in a positive light, or not even a positive light, but like of a status, only goes so far, bro. Like, I don't care. Even the bank balance, bro. Like, yeah, we'll get into that cash. Don't ever get it twisted. But there's been times when I was working at JP Morgan, I was straight out of uni, and I was the unhappiest I've ever been, bro. I was walking into Canary Wharf, or commuting into Canary Wharf, flipping with one ACL. I was in so much pain, I had to take a walking stick, bro. Like, I was at some people's dream firms, and I couldn't really even absorb the moment in its entirety because I was just in so much pain. I was just so unhappy. I was just smoking so much. Like, you know, the money isn't going to solve it. And let me tell you that for free. Let me save you some time, yeah? Because if you're pursuing this thing thinking that the money is going to change whatever's going on here and whatever's going on here, it ain't. It ain't. And it's dangerous to get to that pinnacle while thinking that. And to be honest, I'll be honest in saying that you can use that mechanism, that illusion, to drive you there, but that's how people get there, and then they just kill themselves. I'm gonna have to bleep that out or something. That's how people get there, and then they just like decide that they don't want to be here anymore. You know, because you were so convinced that it was gonna fix the things that it cannot fix. This is the period to fix those things, bro. Oh my days, like the vision is coursing through my veins right now. The vision is coursing through my veins right now. I've been one of those people that kind of just like rolls with it, and then it's kind of like worked out. But no. That had to stop. That had to stop in order for me to like just pause and be like, I don't want to go down, like, that route is cool, but where do I actually want to go? I ended up at JP Morgan through just kind of like, during placement year, it was compulsory. I went to a top 10 uni, top 5 business school. It was compulsory for me to do a placement year somewhere. I was just applying everywhere. I ended up at a Swiss asset manager. Shout out to Noelle. She sent me the job application. 5 interviews later, we there. Sick experience, but through doing that, And through having that experience in like financial services, marketing and communications, when I graduated, I was just like, oh, it makes logical sense to just continue on the path that I have, the experience that I acquired in that year. Hence why I ended up at JP Morgan. Hence why I ended up at Bank of America, Accenture, UBS. It was all just kind of like, oh, like this is a lucrative enough pursuit. Let me just do that. But bro, that's the golden handcuffs, man. That's the illusion of comfortability. That is the illusion of complacency. That isn't destiny. That isn't legacy. That isn't that in which God desires for me now. But it played its role because I had some cool experiences, met some interesting people, I learned what I needed to learn, and it's all led me here. So though it had to happen, change had to happen. There had to be a transition from rolling down the hill to climbing up the mountain of my choosing, building something for myself, building something that is going to stand the test of time, building someone that is going to stand the test of time. And I just want that for you, man. As you see me evolve, just know that it's possible for you too. I was saying in another video, whether it's out or not, I don't know, but I was saying in another video that successful people are no more intelligent than you. I've worked with people that have been making 6 figures, that have been making 7 figures, like from a 9 to 5, probably 8, like not even, definitely 8 figures as well, from a 9 to 5. Yeah, that is possible, but they're not necessarily smarter than you. Some have been fortuitous with their circumstance. Some have worked hard, but they are not smarter than you. And I keep on trying to draw that home because so many have absorbed this defeatist mentality that, oh, my days, if they're making more than me, they're smarter than me. No. Successful people are rarely smarter than you. Maybe in the financial services context it's different, but in terms of like business owners, bro, it's something's moving behind me and I don't know what it is. Some big ass bee, I guess. Jesus. In the marketplace, in the business owner sphere, it's actually the people that done worse at school that succeed more, in my opinion. In that kind of maybe 500k to like 10ish million like arena, because that might sound like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money, but in terms of like business, there is so much money out there. And I'm not saying everyone's stupid, but I'm saying that it's accessible to you. But I was making a point. People that typically done not so great in school love the marketplace because while smart people trip over themselves, overthinking everything, smart people that absorb information more, people that think more, or rather have more cognitive fluidity and just like can balance a bunch of things in their mind at the same time, right? That ability to just like think about a bunch of things actually works against them, because instead of just doing a thing again and 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 again until something gives, they try a couple of times and they're so used to everything coming so easy that they think, it didn't work on the 5th try, so this must not be for me. It didn't work on the 3rd try, so it just doesn't work. Whereas the person that has been groomed to fight friction through their lived experience, through the struggle of education, is like, bro, ain't nothing ever been easy, so this is just another thing that hasn't been easy. Yeah, I got through school, so I'll get through this. It's the psychology, man. And honestly, if you don't have a person that you can respect, that you sleep at night and be like, yeah, I'm the man, I'm the woman, I left everything out there. And bruh, This is a me versus me thing. Don't ever get it twisted. This is a me versus me thing. But we're gonna be in the 0.0001 because I know if I give everything to fighting that man in the mirror and becoming the highest version of myself is not his unequivocal the direction of travel. But that's all on the other end of working harder than I've ever worked before, instead of thinking about how quick I can do this or how, bruh. And I keep on like doing that because I've been there, bro. I've literally been there, thinking about how can I, and like it typically comes from innocent intention. You know, I understand we all have financial burdens, bro, myself included. Some people have financial burdens to different degrees, and I say that because obviously that's driving the desire and the need for quick cash. Like, bills need to be paid. But I just want to really communicate the fact that taking that time in that inception period, when what you're working on is in its infancy, taking that time to really dial in, or rather to really not cut the corners. And I just want to make a distinction. I'm really not telling you to just stay in the gulag and keep on like saying I'm researching. No. Fly that plane whilst you're building it. Fly that plane whilst you're building it. Put it in the air and then get the hammer out, bro. That's exactly what I'm doing. And no, it does not feel comfortable, but it's required. Put it in the air. Put it in the air while taking every opportunity to build it stronger, faster, better. But you got to put it in the air, and you got to work harder than you've ever worked before in that initial period of time. It's a great day to have a great day, man. If you're still here, I'd appreciate you liking, commenting, subscribing. Interact with the boy, man. We're just trying to build something real. I'm on a daily upload schedule from now on. It's gonna be a lot. So much is going on, but I'm working harder than I've ever worked before because I see what's on the other end of it. I see who is on the other end of it. Yeah, man, you're all appreciated and loved. Obviously, follow the gram, all of that. Gonna be getting more active on all the other platforms as well. Just flying the plane whilst I'm building it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But God loves you. I love you. Have a beautiful day. And don't forget that in order to be the 1%, we do the 1%. Yeah.